Hi guys, it's Pants from Pants Crochet Creations. Um, I haven't made a video since the beginning of summer, and there's a couple reasons why. One, I had family staying with me who was staying in my craft room as a guest room. Two, I didn't finish my craft room. I still haven't finished my craft room. I don't know why every time I get on a video I get an itchy nose for some reason. Um, so, anyways, um, there's not a lot going on with me family wise. Um, there's I didn't make a lot of projects this summer. I didn't do a lot this summer. My truck was broken down for the whole summer, so we didn't do a whole lot. We just went to Six Flags a couple times. That's about it. We didn't do much. I did cut my hair. I don't know if you guys noticed. I did cut my hair. I cut about this much off. About this much off. Something like that. Something like that. And when they cut it, it actually curled up, and that's why it's curled. So my baldness is actually covered by bangs now, but obviously it looks a lot better. Um, um, let me. Okay, so the kids went back to school. Teddy went back to 7th grade. Ben is in 10th grade. Desi is in her senior year. Alex obviously is not in school. He's 22. And they're doing well. They all passed last year. That's a good thing. And 3 out of 4 of my kids have girlfriends. And um, so, anyways, let's see what's going on. It was a hot summer. It was miserable. But I made a couple things. I have pictures of what I made. I don't have the actual product because I already gave them away. Gave away everything I made. I have maybe one works in progress. I went on a blanket kick for a while there, but that's about it. This video is going to be so short. It's just to give you an updated video of what is going on in my life, what is going on. Because I haven't made a video in so long, I just wanted to give you a quick video. So during the summer, I became friends with Elizabeth over at Crafty Crocheter, and we became close friends. And I think I find her very, very interesting, and I like being her friend. And if she's watching, hi Elizabeth, how are you? I mean, I look forward to talking to you again. We talk when I'm at work mostly, but she puts up with my bulls sometimes when I aggravate her and text her a lot and everything. Um, and then I got to be Facebook friends with Kim over at Blue Cherub 82, and I've been watching Ella at No Catchy Name, and that's about it. I became addicted to the show Bones. I've watched the series 7 times since the beginning of the summer. Yeah, it's kind of addicting. I know. I don't know if anybody else out there has watched Bones, but Booth, that's my husband right there. I love him. Nobody can have him. He's mine. Sorry. Can't have him. Um, I like the later episodes when him and Bones were together in season 7, all the way up until season 12. The earlier episodes when they weren't together, and it was just frustrating seeing them trying to get together or not trying to get together, or just the sexual frustration between them. It was just annoying. But then in season 6, when they were really, really just attracted to each other, and then when Hannah came in, that was even worse. I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking about Bones right now, especially if you've never seen the series. I'm just going to ruin it for you. So, I probably already ruined it for you. So, forget it. One of the things I made for the summer was a Batman blanket. I made it for my husband. It's in the room. It's about 6 feet tall. That's how big it is. I have a California king size bed, and it's almost the size of that bed. This is the Batman blanket. I don't know if you can see it with the glare. This is the Batman blanket. I used all granny squares, black and yellow, Red Heart Super Saver, black and yellow. Let me see if I can get a better picture. That I used 3 rounds of granny squares. It took 270 squares to do that blanket. It took me 3 weeks to do it. The most part that it took to do it was sewing it together. It did not take me that long to crochet all the squares, because crocheting granny squares is not that long. It does not take that long, but I just kept stopping and just putting it aside and stopping and putting it aside, stopping and putting it aside. It did not take me that long. But sewing it together took me 3 days to sew it together, and that was working on it at least a couple hours a day. And it took me 3 days to sew it together. That was a long time. Now, the second thing I made was for my son. I made him, oh, no, that's not what the second thing was. I made it for a friend. It's a rainbow Afghan, and I made it because she has a rainbow baby. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's a baby born after multiple miscarriages, and she has one, and she asked for a rainbow Afghan, and this is the one I made her. Now, I really, really want to thank Terry over at Yarn Joy for making it her cover photo, and I want to thank Elizabeth at Crafty Crocheter for making it her cover photo, because I didn't think it was like that amazing, but everybody else did. I think it came out good, but not amazing, but apparently everybody else thinks it's amazing. So that's the second thing I made this summer. One of the third things I made, and I made this in 48 hours, was a baby blanket. You can't see the colors, but it's pink, yellow, and white and gray. Can't see it. There you go, right there. Pink, yellow, white, and gray. Kind of like that. Yeah. And I made that in 48 hours because my best friend decides to tell me couple days before a baby shower that she needs a blanket a couple days before, which is crazy. I don't understand why she would do something like that, but this is my best friend. And one of the other things I made is an American flag Afghan. This is 7 feet tall. Not 7 feet, sorry, 6 feet tall. 6 feet by 6 feet. 6 feet by 4 feet. Yeah, 6 feet by 4 feet. And it is done all in Red Heart Super Saver, Red Heart Super Saver Navy, Red Heart Super Saver White, and Red Heart Super Saver Red, Cherry Red. And it was done, I bought the pattern, I purchased the pattern. It was done, I did the stripes in 3 days. The stripes were pretty easy. And then the square part, they had it done in little octagons. So the little octagons were done in a day or two. And then the stars is what took forever because I don't like doing stars. They're just too little and too time consuming, but I had to do 50 of them, and so 50 stars. It took me a couple days to do them, and then sewing them on was a pain in the butt. Yeah, but that's another thing I made. I made a toadstool hat for Mario. My son Benjamin is a big Mario fan. He wants that hat, but that hat is made for a child size, and he's got a big head. He's 15 years old. He's got a big head. There's no way he's fitting into that. Um, I made, where is it? Now, this next thing that I'm going to show you is, okay, I made it, but it came out very disappointing. I should have just added to it, and I didn't, but somebody wants to buy it anyways, so I'm going to finish it up. It's a Jack Skeleton baby blanket. But they only had 10 squares for each. 3, 4. 10 squares for each. Now, when you do 10 squares for a blanket, obviously common sense, it's going to be a small blanket. But I didn't even think of being that small of a blanket. But I'm going to add to it, and then I'm going to sell it to her, because I don't see the point in having it that size. Just really, really small. It's maybe 2 feet by 2 feet. It's really small. One of my works in progress is a dinosaur by Heidi Bears, and there's 4 squares the customer had to choose from. This is one of them. This is one. This is one. Two, 3, 4. Okay, there was 3 squares that she had to choose from. 3 squares that she had to choose from, and this is the one she chose. So that's my work in progress right now. See the square? That's what the dinosaur is going to look like. Now again, Elizabeth, if you're watching, I hope you enjoy your Heidi Bears patterns that I sent to you, because I really enjoy making them. I'm making the Brontosaurus. That's what I'm making. They have the Triceratops and the Brontosaurus. I'm making the Brontosaurus. I also made a piggy. For some reason my hats keep coming out bigger than they're supposed to, and I've changed hook sizes, and I've changed rows and everything, and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. If you could comment below how many stitches you do for a child size hat. When do you stop increasing? Or, because I'm just not getting it. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why they're coming out bigger, because this is look really big for a child size hat. Look at this, is really big for a child size hat. I know the nose is really big, but this is really big. So I need them smaller, because last year when I did my craft fair, everybody was looking for smaller hats, and I need smaller hats, and that's what I need. Another thing I did was for my daughter, Desi. I'm trying to find it, because Desi needed it. It's Daredevil. I did Daredevil. It was my first try. Didn't come out perfect, but I tried. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. She's going to wear it because she's going to be Daredevil for Halloween. See if I can find the picture. She's going to be Daredevil for Halloween. So she's going to carry the stuffed animal around with her like a big child. She's 17 years old. But sometimes I wonder about her. Really. Sometimes I wonder. And then last but not least, I made an oyster. Ella, no catchy name, actually made these, and I got the pattern from her, which she got it from the web. So I like the oyster patterns. I think they're super cute, so I decided to make one. And now I have orders to make a couple of them. So the last few weeks I've been spending a lot of time at the Big E, which is our local fair, which is what we wait for every single year. Everybody around here in Massachusetts waits for the Big E. Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont. It's the New England Fair. It's the biggest one, and I live maybe 10 minutes away from it, and so I've been spending a lot of time there. But anyways, this is the longer video than I thought it was going to be. So I just wanted to catch up with you guys and let you know that I am alive. I am here. And Elizabeth, I did make a video to satisfy you. And I will talk to you later. Bye.